is pretty disruptive.
Well, this is a revolution, and I think it might be the biggest revolution in government since the original revolution. But at the end of the day, America is going to be in much better shape. America will be solvent. The critical programs that people depend upon will work, and it's going to be a fantastic future. But are we going to get a lot of complaints along the way? Absolutely. You know, one of the things I learned at PayPal was you know who complains the loudest and with the most amount of fake righteous indignation? The fraudsters. It's a tell.
You understand NGOs that are.
All right, I want you to bookmark this, because he just said a couple of things we can check. First off, this is not a revolution. This is not a revolution. I don't know what this is. It's a raid. It is not a revolution. Secondly, the thing he says about how America will be solvent. America will be solvent. That means
America will be solvent.
Government programs will work. That's already not happening, but all right. So we will mark that down, Elon Musk. If that's what you think is going to happen in America, we'll write it down, we'll come back and fact check that. Secondly, Musk says that people who are protesting him are going to be gone after
the critical programs that people depend upon will work.
That man does not look well. Got all that money, and this is what you get.
Critical programs that people depend upon will work. And
all right. Well, I don't know what he's talking about with people giving money to protest. Is that a thing? I do know that Elon Musk is doing his, I guess, it's not a illegal $1 million giveaway this time for Wisconsin, where he's trying to buy a state Supreme Court seat. He's giving millions of dollars away for people to sign a petition. But this is really just paying for votes. So he's giving, I personally believe like maybe someone shouldn't have so much money that they can just give millions of dollars away. Or if we're going to have people with this much money, we have laws in place that protect democracy from being manipulated by a few wealthy oligarchs. So it's a little like, I feel like Elon Musk is like kind of telling on himself here. What is it? What is it? They say every accusation is actually a confession. And then there's this stunning moment here. This is stunning for a couple of reasons. One, it's stunning because Elon Musk defends calling Mark Kelly a traitor, who, by the way, has served our nation and went to space, unlike Musk. And secondly, you can hear Elon Musk's son, X, crying in the background.
It's the people pushing the propaganda that caused that guy to do it. Those are the real villains here. And we're going to go after them. And the president's made it clear, we're going to go after them. The ones providing the money, the ones pushing the lies and propaganda, we're going after them.
Man, first off, does anyone remember the Claw Harris interview with Bret Baier and how hard he was on her and how easy he is being with this man who called a sitting senator a traitor, and he has no real good? And this is the thing with people. Like, they're not used to getting pushback. Elon Musk has constructed a universe where he is only reinforced by the things he says on his social media platform. He only gets people at the top of his comments who are verified, people who pay for Twitter, who like what he says. He surrounds himself by people who like what he says and says, "What you're saying is brilliant." And the second he gets a little bit of pushback on his stupid ideas and the things he says, he stumbles.
You give it out, in other words. Democratic Arizona Senator Mark Kelly posted on X about his trip to Ukraine to push for continuing to send U.S. weapons and support there, and you posted that he was a traitor. Well, why do that?
Well, I think somebody should care about the interests of the United States above the interests of another country. And sure. If they don't, they're a traitor.
Yeah, but he's a decorated veteran, a former astronaut, a sitting U.S. senator.
It doesn't mean it's okay for him to put the interests of another country above America.
Obviously, there are some Republicans who think supporting Ukraine is the right thing still, but there is a battle back and forth about how do you think it comes to an end?
Well, I think...
See how he was like, oh, I just said something.
Well, I think there will be a negotiated peace.
Listen to this son in the background.
Have empathy for the thousands of people that are dying every day in trenches for no movement.
And that's also really telling, too, that it's not even bothering him that his son is crying like that. First off, what is his son doing around him all the time like this? His toddler son. And secondly, if that were the case, why are you having him out right next to the interview? That is just weird. Like your son is not your pet. And Elon Musk's EE has slammed him for doing this, saying that bringing around their 4-year-old son to the Oval Office should not be in public like this. She said, I did not see this. Thank you for alerting me. But I'm glad he was a polite sigh. This is when Elon Musk and Donald Trump had that iconic moment in the Oval Office with his son, who's also named X. Yeah, she goes, he should not be in public like this. So let's just slow this down for a second, because Elon Musk is bringing his son around in these really adult situations against his mom's wishes, okay? And then on top of it, he's calling Mark Kelly a traitor. And as someone said here, the richest man in the world is also Mo, the most ignorant, yes, yet. This raging hypocrite is putting his own interests above America. And as someone here says, there is something so very, very wrong with this person. I could not agree more. And again, if you are in Wisconsin, this is the whole game. We cannot allow this sort of to be influencing our elections. And so we have to send a huge message, and that means doing everything we can to elect Susan Crawford on April 4th, less than a week. So if you're in Wisconsin, it is Election Day, April 4th. Okay, we cannot allow Elon Musk to win.